Hello. Hi, Oneko. Oh, hi, Ring. Alright. Everything's set up. Since I'm here, I might as well just go grab the mini tack pot real quick. Since that will literally only take a minute or two. Okay. Let's see. Dang it, I didn't get it. You get a single one of those. Let's see, maybe try something else. This. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Or do I just go as don't do it as this? Here, let's see. Go dragon slaying. Shortfalls. Accept the fury into your heart and defend this bridge with your life's blood. Come on. Oh crap. That's really bad. I need to zoom out so I can actually see the whole thing. Oh yeah, that's what I got caught in. Bro.
To me.
Hit the wrong button. Move, move, move. Sword has been breached. Fall back, regroup. The battle has not been lost. Oh no, 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 no. These here Delta fall back and help others guard the ward. Hmm. They mean to defeat us with sheer numbers. Well, good thing I can't count. Crap, crap. Yes, got out of the way this time. No, no, I'm in the wrong way. No, no, no. No, no. Second ward has fallen. Fall back, there's nothing left to be done here. You do not matters, hero and Delta, you must go see to the final ward. Dragoons to arm, give the enemy no quarter. They will know the wrath of the Azure Dragoon. Hold your ground, should this barrier fall, Ishgard will be awash in flames. Hold nothing back. The final ward is we can hurry, we must end this now. Oh crap, crap. Crap, crap. We shields keep the holy state, even should it cost us everything, we cannot be suffered to pass. Defeat your ship before the knights lose their resolve. Come on. Come on, come on. Can't fall here. Come on, everyone. We can do it. Ishgard will not fall, not today. Come on. Was that it? Was that it? Yeah, just in time. The dragons, they're withdrawing. Victory is ours. Yeah. How do I say this again? Oh, Neko. So I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it correct. This time. No, not his name. The dragon's name. Yes. Yes. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make of this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter, I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of the great worm, Nidhogg, and only your death will sate my lance. I can't believe it. I thought for sure I was gonna lose. There was some points where I thought for sure I was gonna lose again. I need to make healing potions. Better ones. For scenarios like that. Delta, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. Commander Levelier, Delta, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. What's his hair doing? On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons have fled. Oh yeah, I guess technically we are. But all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with proper courtesy. We need to have achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And may have equal significance, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Oh, fellow lavender person. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Azorian Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ossians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us in days to come and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, will take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbert back to Ul'dah and reassign those braves whose squad suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Reverend's Toll and share your tale with Mochina in person. We will see to informing the other nations of what took place here. Do be sure to give our regards to Menphila. Why? The only thing I have is that blue sky. Try to remember not to. Wait, why would I? No, I don't think I would check it, but I'll try to remember not to open it. Did something happen? Oh no. How many more quests do I have for this? For Realm Reborn? I am faced with merciless amount of administrative chores. Thankfully, this is one battle I'm well equipped to fight. The threat of war sows panic and confusion, and routinely tasks can offer a calming instability. Being sure the larder is properly stocked, for instance. So Mufina has committed science safeguards call, has she? Though she makes her pronouncements with unshakable confidence, I can only imagine how agonizing it was for her to arrive at this decision. So many lives at stake. Delta, welcome back. Alpha sent word of the siege, and of course of your role played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Delta. Thank you. Guess, yeah, I'll take skill speed. And I forgot to get my water, so I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and grab that, so I'll be right back. Dang, it's so annoying. Hi, Rose, I'll be right back. I just have to run to the bathroom. Okay, I have returned. Hmm. You must be worried, Delta. I know many very well will be your only chance to. Akaden, a messenger from Ul'dah has arrived with the missive for you. Yeah, fine. They will all see curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Azorian Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Namo invites the Scions of Seven Dawn to attend the feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting siege. You for your valiant efforts as commander of the Ventures contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Shall I find it strange alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place as such a celebration? All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferably to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so rigid as to seek a sharing glory at your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such occasion would prevent a fine opportunity to press Ishgard's return to the Azorian alliance. We have scarce time to mourn own Rhoda, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for good of the realm. So your promise for us to fear, I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if victorious hero were not present. Pray, content yourself with the thought of that such occasions may bring about monstrous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Totaro, if you would do me a favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Akaden. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. Yeah. Curious? I have known Totaro to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? Where is she? Totaro is conspicuous by her absence. No, my fidelity is high price virtue. Perhaps there's a difference in culture, but this situation lies outside my comprehension. A promise shackles its faithfuls with the bonds of eternal devotion, but I fear the power Tharkran wields over his admirers is rather more fickle, especially when each realizes she is not the sole object of his affection. I do not press more pressing matters to attend to. Oh God, make it stop! My sides are about to burst. So I should Ladies, please, this is no way to. Oh, hello, Delta. I was just entertaining some friends. Oh, God. That's Haru, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think about it, she did seem rather preoccupied. I don't know if you noticed, but I ended up using the ramen one, the coffer from it, on my lancer since I didn't really have a lot of lances, so I decided to use it on there. Mm, mm. Oh, there she is. How do I get over there? I'll just use a mount. Oh, Delta, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing exactly. What it feels like nothing compared to the tower and Charles you and others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Midfila before things get worse. You always know what to say, Delta. I'm glad we had this little chat. Also, I don't know what you would you. Oh, good. It's this moment. Was that for the Tharncrad stuff, or is something gonna happen? Yes, Sir Taro, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach this subject with all the recent excitement, but Delta made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned rest. But I suspect that lying in bed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Occident. In fact, there's something I've been wanting to try my hand in. Along with adventures in the Crystal Braves, the Signs are constantly being thrown in dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Har, Boulder, and Condolet have been promoted from guard duty to fill out need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right I too should acquire the power to defend myself and others, and more importantly, when I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Oh, hey. This is the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen his Taro so determined. His Altmafell, which I might help, I think. Not at the present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, excuse pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for an escort duty was injured while out on patrol, and I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore I humbly request another adventurer, a capable kind, of course, to be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider a potential candidate and provide you with a replacement as soon as I'm able. My thanks, Acadine. I take my leave of you. Oh no, there's two. Well, do I do both, or do I only get to choose one? Hmm. Well, let's see what they say. Well, to accept. Wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Tori Boulder with a capable adventure? Well, I'm sorry to say I have yet to be unable to do so. I realize that you are rather more than capable of adventure, and escort you least frankly beneath a woman of your talents. But I have no one else to turn to at the present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in the matter? Generous to a fault. I thank you, Delta. Now it seems only fair I explain the importance of the task question first. Sometime our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Azoria, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hari Boulder and Coolant were to act to such escorts, as well as a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurers presently not fit for duty. Hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You are truly full of strength, Delta. Hari Boulder will share your details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Should I take both, or should I take both now? Should I just take both now? I guess I'll just do it. The power defends oneself. Tataru has been ever full of surprises. Now that I think I do recall Ringer mentioned that she had developed an interest in arcanemia. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild and limits it. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey go and see that all is well? It is her doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety. Oh, you're gone now. The storm has come and gone. These moments of peace never last long, do they? I had no idea you would be assisting us personally, Delta. My sincerest apologies for dragging you into our affairs. Delta, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Huzzah! What did I tell Conan? Our misfortune has become a blessing. An opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light herself. Needed around you, we have 3 scholars to escort. Each of them will take a different route. True, but our mission is the same. Separated by malls we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you're welcome to thank them. The more practical concerns, Delta, would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil to speak. All you need to do is follow man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his reading. In spirit, Delta, in spirit, we shall be together every step of the way. In that case, travel. I'll return to Gardinia since and then teleport Alcine's woman designed to grace me with her presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Issamhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. Fenrir. Oh yeah, switch to ninja now, since I'm no longer an Ishgard. Hmm. Where in the world is he? Hmm. There he is. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my works are for no interruptions, then please stand at a appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. No, what's gonna spawn? As we both complete our respective tasks, a satisfactory outcome. Though if I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Mold awaits, shall we? Oh, I got one of the guys you gave me, Oneko. Oh no, a wall. Good thing I can just fly over it. Right about here. Yes, as before, I would ask you keep out for dangerous beasts as I work. Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected, though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there is queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Rootstock. We have one more site to survey. Oh, another guy you gave me. Oh, this is different, this music. Oh, I like this. I like this travel music. Oh, it's nice. And is this another, like, is this specific to this one? Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. You read my mind. Mhm. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. Oh crap, there's more. Oh crap. Okay, good, that was the last of it. Did it prove invaluable? Yes, gods, what is that stench? Did you start a creep of taste? Well, my back was turned. Quickly, now the crank child. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. Jeez, this guy is so rude. I like how it swims. He shows turtleneck or a while longer. No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and form a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there have been measurable decrease in Azoria's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessments. Next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fount. The ambient ether concentration there is so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes. No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now come along. Oh my gosh, this guy is so annoying. Why can't I accidentally kill a monster a little too close to him? So he gets covered in monster stuff. So I'm going in circles. Should be more than familiar with procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position to keep watch while I take measurements. Hmm. Cutscene. Yes, quite high, yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th astral era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference, or is there something else? Something else? Something else. Sign, come here, I need you. Oh no. For now, my friends, help has arrived. There you are, Delta. Hurry over when your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Good like a hawk, but not by one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or shield. I heard nothing of any crystal blaze operations there. What cause had Wilred to come here? What should we do? We will see the scholars. Protection Delta. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The Acadant will want to know what happened here. And so do I. We spoke a few times in the Rising Stones. He wasn't as experienced as some of the other rays, but gods, he had passion. Gods, what a waste. Pray leave matters here to us, Delta. You must return the Rising Stones and inform the Acadant at once. I've never been this close to a oh gods. As you return, you seem troubled. Did the role of escort shock you so? Laura dead? Murdered? By the 12? How can that be? I will send word to Alphanate at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilred's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? I don't know what to take. Does I assume they're not really useful for me right now, but well, I don't know. Because the gill is not really. I guess I'll just take this one. Or I don't know. I have a bunch of them. I don't know. What I'm just gonna take. I'm just gonna take the piece, whatever. Just take that so I don't even have to worry about it. Ethernet, Arcanist's Guild. See. This way, I guess. Perhaps. Keep your voice low lest you disturb summons. Zelda, what are you doing here? I didn't mean to worry here. That's the last thing I wanted. When the end to such words is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? Tataru shall become a great and powerful arcanist. And now, as Mistress Theron's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise until we meet again. I guess I go back up. This place is annoying to get around. Where's one of their cotton skill? Do you require assistance? So you're acquainted with the new Azar. I'm sorry to be the bearer, but I fear young such who may not be ideally suited to study Arcanomia. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trials. A simulated inspection of 3 crates. A simple task might say, but one all arcanists are expected to complete. A thought occurred to me. Why not supervise Tartaro's training? You are clearly an accomplished adventurer, and given your relationship with the guild, you seem the ideal person to have on hand. Her trial will be conducted at the cliffs south of Zephyr Gate. You need only observe at a distance. Oh, down there. Or Azura sees to Pirate's Port where she met her shiny jewels. For to bring this melodious planets did not come, the last one none could fool. Beat 'em with backdraft, gut 'em with gusts, deck 'em with downbursts, go carbonical go. Oh, are those crates I spy? I was supposed to do the choose, but we were ready for them, aren't we, Carboncle? Carboncle? Come on. There's no new Count Delta. You need to say what your first is. I know you wore one is to my shame. Betrayed by my own Carboncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will form as thorough my intentions to withdraw from the guild of our carnival, like so much else is beyond me. Alright. Mm-hmm. And I went the wrong way. Oops. I'll ask so soon how fared our fledgling arcanists. Abysmally missed some Stu program as abysmally as well to participate. I was wrong to become an arcanist, wrong as usual. I completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Totoro, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambition leads us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strength in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcana. Were not so, you would have struggled to even summon a Carbonicle to your side. In my opinion, designers are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? You're too kind, Mr. Though I could not. Carbunk. Carbuncle. Carbuncle. You are too kind, mistress. Dear Bigrim. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Meow, meow, meow. As fetching as the garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. What can I do? That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Wonderful then. To Costa del Sol will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Carbon where was I supposed to go? Costa del Sol. So, Fisher's Guild. And then down to the ferry. Costa del Sol. Yes. Yes, this is where the man at Drowned Munch told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam which can be harvested at this time of year in Bloodshore. One which chooses the most marvelous pearls. However, those clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I'm fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. Oh no, what is she getting us into? Unfortunate, never found one. Would you be so kind to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Hmm. Oh no, it's gonna spawn. Giant crab, right? Or whatever this is. It was a little difficult, that fight. Well fought, Delta. Well fought, I knew you were right last time. As for me on my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for the red shoe, they were treasured as rewards against dark magics in ancient time. I thought I might make charms for everyone so that no matter wherever they go, they will always come home. It's so power to defend myself and other people in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep felling away. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the signs in Lomensian markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to Rising Stones? If so, pray my apologies to Dakin and tell her she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Delta, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather fun, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Bye bye. Thought a giant bird was. I thought a giant bird monster was gonna come down and swoop and snatch her. Because they showed the bird shadow. I thought a giant bird was just gonna come down and snatch her. So where do I have to go? Back to Mordana. Where is everyone? Oh no, it's empty. That's totally not concerning. I'll go home, Delta. I gather you found Tataru in Lamencia. It sounds like she had quite an adventure, and while it did not end as she hoped, this victory will prove as a valuable experience. I would say she could have managed without our advantage. Even so, I appreciate your indulging my request. Be right back. Be back as soon as possible. So let's see. Recent event weigh heavily on our minds. Was need set them aside for now. We come to a defining moment in Azorian history. The grand commencement of our joint defense against of Ishgard, the first time 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight for a common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Azorian alliance, feeling that it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. You have reason to raise our voice in celebration, do we not? We have bested Javanians and Asians both. Against desperate odds we have fought and won. But the primal still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they were bought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies broke in on the steps of faith, and before our eyes, in this very room, our dear friend Mondrida. His victories we have wrought, and as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here than invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front that might serve as a beacon of hope to all. I see that I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed others to meet us in Ul'dah that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I'll have to settle for leaving Tatara and Laman a note. If they do not return quickly, they'll have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Off to the big story, Delta. Raise a glass for me, or not. You don't look best pleased, lass. Something on your mind? Fine, Navgar. Wilred's dead. God damn it. They must know they've been rumbled. Minnesota, this past time we had this talk, saw it. This past time we had it. At our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from, so I had to dig around on the quiet lake, and sure I found it. Seems a big pharaoh coin made its way to the brave coffers courtesy of a dodo crosorium, a daft name for a business if I ever heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers and found another half dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. I'll give the bastards credit. He showed us up for amateurs. We are short of calling one of his business the bloody bribery consortium. I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. Gods only know how many men of the first and third are taking Telegi's coin. But now we know some more had wagered me right by that the ones what did for Wilred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions, bound to attract attention he was. Should have seen it at the time, but it didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what Telegi hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of drunk piss into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this. So we need to be clever. That's the only way we'll ever repay this dead old blood. Oh, am I gonna finally get to punt him? Punt whatever his name is, Telechi. Punt him into a bowl of fire, into a pit of fire. I'll purge every one of the traitorous bastards from our ranks. And that you have my word. And Delta, mind yourself when you're in a doll. We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind that will sleeve a man overboard and drag him under for he knows it. Let me punt whatever Teleji, whatever his name is. The stupid, clearly evil Lala fell into a pit of fire. I did not know that I would think our bent had run afoul of another jaded lover. Is that no, just my imagination? I'll pay no attention to me. This is a habit from my spent youth, looking over my shoulder from time to time. Sure, that's totally what it is. It's a banquet, so there'll definitely be food. But will there also be dancing? And if there is, will it be before or after food? Dancing on a full stomach is no fun, but there is being hungry. What to do? I do hope you is not under the impression that we're here to make merry. We are ostensibly the academics escorts, after all. I've been waiting for you adults. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Hell no. We will go ahead, Tay. Delta, pray, join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Give my rewards to Momoni and let her know that I will call upon her anon. I do not like the fact that I'm being separated. That's just definitely gonna lead to something bad. It's definitely gonna happen. That's like totally not very bad foreshadowing. That something really bad's gonna happen. Considering what happened last time. I appreciate you dropping in on short notice, Delta. I know you got places to be, so I won't waste your time. Your friend like Crystal Rays by the name Alan, aren't you? Former venture, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she's come around for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked to leave me a message. She said the others ended up dragging you to the feast. I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the coffer and coin. There's something I must show you. A short message I got you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to ask you your thoughts on a gentleman caller. Ah, yes, in the middle of nowhere. Totally not suspicious.
I know.
Sure.
You still there? Wonderful.
Oh, I guess it's not really in the middle of nowhere, but still. Bit suspicious. Oh, but it's not cloudy, so it's not going to be a fight. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon do the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to follow into your mind's eye, and so in progression. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of alien. Straining your ears, you listen to hear the chatter to Kieran and buzzing of Soraphids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head only to notice a vial lying at your feet. So is that you? What brings you out this way? This guy. What? Lieutenant Elaine? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're patrolling the city's errand. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of it, wasn't it about to begin? You should be with other honored guests, enjoying well-deserved respite. I pray return to Delta. If a chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you were here.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
And something's gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen. Oh dang it, I went to the wrong place. Man, so many peoples. I reckon you head straight for us with what's the matter, no appetite?
She wasn't there, but this was. Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist vial. But beyond that, I can't say. It might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Anyway, no words were about Adeline. I'm sure she'll turn up too long. And when she does, we'll soon find out what it was. All in need of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. Would you believe it that while you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one delivered by Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet with you on Royal Promenade and escort you to Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on, then. Go.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light.
I am.
I'm so nervous. Something's gonna happen. I just know it.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most
Face is
unlikely
making me even
families.
more nervous, Uneko. The little whatever it's called face.
You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent.
Oh, I've been saying that wrong this whole time. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know if it came out wrong on display.
Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic.
Yeah.
I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention, but it did not sound serious.
Thank you for coming. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or if you're ready, would you want to escort your chambers?
Oh, geez. It's literally warning me that a ton of cutscenes. How long would you say these cutscenes are going to be? I don't know. I think I'm, even though I just went a little while ago, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom just so I don't have to go in the middle of them. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, I've returned to watch the Final Fantasy 14 movie. Get it because you said popcorn warning. All right.
enter.
Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Pray, come in, and take your ease.
"'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde."
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
You are all like they're all like this when Roller they're like, I don't think we can really do it.
Such noble words after the fact.
Once I agree with you. You know it's bad when you agree with Alpha Nod.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of her grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. "'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one."
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yu Hase?
You may go.
Your Grace.
You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion.
Gonna have me take out whatchamacallhim.
I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me? I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Come on.
Your Grace!
Just let me kill him in pieces, please. Please let me shred him up.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Come on! Why is this a cutscene?
Barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy... I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. Come, Lucia.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. And you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its ox. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthus. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, gods damn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu Ul Namo, and as suspected accessories to the crime, all members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
Why is he still alive?
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled. I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members. You're one of them! You've been in league with the Scions all along!
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Reborn!
Seven hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Dragon Ding, how about you do something?
Gilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die! I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe has thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Nanamo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancreds.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn, the ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
Whoa, I don't know what's happened, but it's cool.
Let them have it, Ida.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance? Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Nymphelia.
I swear, if they're all dead.
Heidelin, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. Tis the only way.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
Wait a minute. Isn't this the guy from the intro?
Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard! I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Uldar, and likely needed a helping hand getting away. Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Aldin's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
Soldiers keep searching for all, yet reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Uldar and get the lay of land. Maybe provide a distraction if needs be. You three wait here. Help you along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. All right, let's go. Oh no. I don't know if I'll actually read it since I don't really like reading books. Oh, it's like a joke, not like an actual full on. This unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest ally. The fellow was a passing merchant, yet he lent us his aid without a moment's hesitation or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Delta, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not how I envisioned it. Master Alpha, you must not give in to despair. To only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Delta are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Tobin, but Alpha, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, I forgot about you. I completely forgot about him. I completely forgot you existed, Sid. Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire, your merchant friend told me everything. Surely, then he is no merchant, but an angel in Bellard's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Enterprise a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monarchs and the Crystal Braves. Glorious Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. No, I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Odal to the Marnus and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in other city-states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every move. Frankly, I do not expect to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not be turned so easily on a warrior of light and her allies, no matter what the monarchs claim. Marshal Tarleton, I know not what to say. Ha, now, Father would labor to believe, but enough talk. You must go, Master Alphanon. Your airship awaits. There's no rest for the righteous. We should make for Camp Dragon and speak with Lord Hancock. Mayhap he'll know what to do. Take my medicine, so just gonna get in here, and then before I talk to the guy... Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom and take my medicine. Be right back. Okay, I am back. Mr. Applin told me your tales as I warms my heart that you should turn to me before others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. The situation here has grown more complicated in your absence, so it would be best if explained in full.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The Temple Knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Fortom. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Please, ma'am, shall I show you inside? What do you mean there are several cutscenes? Yes, it's a good thing I did go to the bathroom. Roneko, should I be scared? Alvino Delta, is it really you? I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you are. I tried contacting Sheila and the others, but no one would respond. The crystal waves, our own people turned on us at the marketplace. Phil told me to run, and so I did. I ran until my lungs burned, and my feet ached, but I lost my way, and then
Fortunately, I had observed some of the braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Ooh, I get to see her face. Ah, yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? And after Yagiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Uranger. When we told him what happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the walking sand. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. mm. Good thinking. The transformations didn't take long either. Apparently, Uranger started making preparations after the Imperial attack just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, we waited there at walking sands hoping others to come, but no one else did. My people are searching for our signs even as we speak, but we have met with no success. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know the Rising Stones did not share the Walking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we have yet cause hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped them, it's not impossible others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by the men and women, believe true, but the rest assured that the people of Domo yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the signs restored to their rightful place in honor.
"'Tis all my doing."
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any sleep now. I certainly probably would not sleep for days. If I had to wait the 6 months.
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
The Barbarlius is no more. The Outdoor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me they have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. What the fuck? Oh no. Why are you here, Ariane J? Why are you here, Ariane J? Why are you here? I have answered thy summons. Emissary, speak and make thy intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
The verge of the dawn's light, the hero's journey north. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heavensward. Oh. Oh. You don't know how I'm gonna get any sleep tonight. Okay. You say so.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchiffon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Hear, hear!
It's new. No, I guess I just let it sit until it plays. I think it only takes like a minute. Oh. Heavensward. Do I click? What do I click? Opening movie? Oh, floating islands. Did. So now, I'm assuming I can no longer go to Ul'dah, Gardinia, or La Nocia. I'm assuming I can no longer go there until I progress enough in the story. Hmm. No, 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 don't start again. I don't know. That kind of took a lot out of me. Okay. Guess I can. I just gonna run to the bathroom again though, because yeah, been drinking a lot of water. Like my cup's almost empty. That's how much water I've been drinking. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, we are.
I don't know if you. Well, I saw you had to go. I think I actually am just gonna end it because I am a bit exhausted, so I want to have some time to relax. So I think I'm just gonna actually end it here. Bye.